David has had a phenomenal walk. We all know David's walk. He's had a phenomenal run, friend. Now he's in his stable space. He has the attention of the nation. The people respect him. They know his story. He has the love and attention of God. God's eyes are on David. So much so that David has a personal relationship with God like nobody else. David at this point is God's trusted vessel in the earth. There's no one comparable to David at this particular leg of David's journey. And he's blessed. God has lavished blessings on David that David himself cannot fathom the totality of. I mean, even in David trying to embrace the fullness of the blessing, he's missing aspects of the blessing. He can't even wrap his hands around or his mind around the total concept of the blessing that he sits in. That's how profound the blessing is over David. Security is not a strong enough word. It's just not strong enough to convey the level of stability that David resides in. How do you sit in such mental and physical stability in this life, knowing such a profound blessing has been granted to you and all that will ever come from you? And he gives back on a number of different ways, on a number of different levels. Yet, even though he gives back and he blesses, he's human. He falls for the wiles that all of the great men before him falls for or fell for. I don't know why my language has been acting up lately. Falls for, fell for. The king can have anyone. And he goes out atop his home and he sees one woman. And he's smitten by her. The visualization of what he sees of her captures him. And it draws him in. Even though he knows from the beginning that this is somebody else's wife. Yet the king justifies it. Because Bathsheba is the wife of Uriah the Hittite. She's not the wife of another man of the house of Israel, even though she is of Judah. She's of the house. She's married to a Hittite. And because of the law, the commandment that God had amongst these people at that time, he could not convert in as an Israelite. He could be a loyal companion to the Israelites. He could even function amongst the Israelites as he is. He is a part of David's army. He's loyal. And in a sense, as most people that can't ever be a part of something, he's overcompensating because he knows he is not a legitimate heir to this house. So instead of him doing leisure things as other men of the house, he's held to a higher regard. He must go the distance. He must always aspire to a level of greatness because he comes with a deficit. He's not of the house. These Israelite people are very proud people. They consider themselves blessed on levels that other nations don't see themselves blessed as. They're a tight group, even though in their weaknesses, they look outside of themselves for grandeur and levels of esteem amongst the nations. They're proud people to be Israelites. And at this leg of the journey, under the rulership of King David, this is one of the highest levels of the Israelite kingdom. When David was king, it was extremely popular to be an Israelite. David brought fire into the kingdom. He cranked up the engine within the heart of Israel. Just by his walk and the rumor of his walk and how he handled the situation with Saul, it inspired people. And it didn't inspire the Israelites, neither the Gentile nations, any kind of way. It inspired them in a character-driven way, a good, righteous, character-driven way. Everybody aspired to walk in the manner in which David walked. He made righteousness popular. He made playing by the rules and still winning the way to go. And if you wanted to align to the kingdom under David's rulership, you had to align through righteousness and by playing by the rules. We see this when David is hunted by Saul and him having these 400 come amongst him. He's leading with integrity. He's taking the hard way and still coming out the victor. And it becomes contagious. Yet we see here in Scripture God teaching David something new. God showing the world, us in today's age and those that lived in David's time, the carnality of the king. And that even in David's greatness, he didn't have all the answers. He wasn't so great to continue to learn. You see, when David was on the run and hunted by Saul and moving in ways that bound his hands, per se, as to his interactions with Saul, many would say, well, why don't you just fight back? Why don't you just take matters into your own hands? Go toe to toe. Moses and Pharaoh. You throw down your rod, I throw down mine. With Saul. And David would say, I can't. I haven't been given the green light. I can't touch God's anointed. No matter how corrupt he is. I can't fight amongst my own. I'm held to a higher regard because I know too much. Much is expected of me. And because I've been driven so far down the line in this, I got a lot on the line, friend. I got dragons and monsters and devils waiting, licking at my feet, waiting for me to stumble. I can't fall for the petty mistakes. can't sneak one in on them. I got to be able to take these hits, find creative ways of managing them and making them serve me until God elevates me to something else. Yet what we find here